What's up, you little cutie patooties? You ever feel like you got some rest until it's like time to go to work and then you feel like you haven't gotten any rest? Yeah, that's like me every day. But I am coherent enough for this news. So Trumpster let me see what the gist is, because I never saw somebody actually get charged for rape but didn't have to go to jail. So let's see what we got here. I hate studies. Eating fewer calories appears to increase longevity and slow aging. Listen, man, I can write you a study for everything, for real. Dodo birds. Everything's a study. Getting 8 hours of rest may increase lifespan. Duh. Like, come on, dude. We are bracing for high inflation. Americans are bracing for the prospect of economic calamity if the White House and congressional Republicans don't agree on the path to keep U.S. from defaulting in debt. We all know that, right? A search is underway for 2 prisoners, including one charged in multiple homicides, who escaped over the weekend from a correctional center in Philadelphia without anyone noticing for nearly 19 hours. They on the run, bro. Tory Lanez was trying to get his trial appealed, and the judge said no. If you don't know who Tory Lanez is, he shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. So his sentencing is in June. So yeah. Let's see here. Mike Pence is still deciding if he's going to run for president. Him and the Fly. They're still looking for these January 6 people. So George Santos has been charged with federal offenses by the Justice Department. He's a representative that has like all kind of scandals on him. They have it sealed what he did, but they're going to announce it, and when they do, then yeah. Tucker Carlson announced his new Twitter show after abruptly leaving Fox, so he's going to have a new show on Twitter. That should be interesting. His voice is going to be big, that's for sure. The man who killed the 8 people in the Dallas area outlet mall was forced out of the military 15 years ago because of mental health. How he got a weapon is very interesting to me, though. Like, if he had mental health issues, it makes you wonder how he was able to get a weapon. All right, let's get into this Trump story here.
Can we have a statement, please?
A resounding win for E. Jean Carroll. A federal jury finding former President Trump sexually abused her and then defamed her by calling her story a lie, awarding her $5 million. The jury swiftly returning their unanimous verdict after fewer than 3 hours of deliberations. In a statement tonight, Carroll saying, "This victory is not just for me, but for every woman who has suffered because she was not believed." The jurors hailing from Manhattan, Westchester County, and the Bronx. 6 men and 3 women, including a security guard, physical therapist, and former janitor, all kept anonymous throughout the trial, a rare move imposed by the judge for their own safety. Over the course of 2 weeks, they heard from Carroll, tearful at times, recounting the attack she says happened more than 20 years ago in a dressing room at Bergdorf Goodman. 2 friends she told at the time, along with 2 other women who accused Mr. Trump of making unwanted advances, all to show a pattern, all claims he's denied. And tonight, another. Moments after the verdict, Mr. Trump released a statement on Truth Social saying, "I have absolutely no idea who this woman is. This verdict is a disgrace, a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time." A denial similar to this one from last fall when the former president blasted Carroll's story as a hoax, a post viewed by millions. The one the jury found today was defamatory.
They make up stories, and then I'm not allowed to speak my mind.
But his attorneys put on no defense case at trial, and Mr. Trump never showed up. instead posting about his travels overseas.
I don't know anything about this woman.
Though jurors did hear from Donald Trump watching this deposition video where he didn't shy away from that now infamous Access Hollywood tape.
When you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the you can do anything. That's what you said, correct?
Well, historically, that's true with stars.
It's true with stars that they can grab women by the
Well, that's what it's. If you look over the last million years, I guess that's been largely true. Not always, but largely true. Unfortunately or fortunately.
And you consider yourself to be a star?
I think you can say that, yeah.
Mr. Trump's attorney, Joe Tacopina, telling reporters after court today that tape, a possible ground for the forthcoming appeal.
The Access Hollywood tape should not have come into this case. There were things that happened in this case that were beyond the pale.
In his deposition, Mr. Trump also confused a photo of Carol, who he'd said wasn't his type, for his ex-wife, Marla Maples.
That's Marla, yeah. That's my wife.
Which woman are you pointing to?
A striking moment Tacopina never addressed at trial.
And Laura, this case is also breaking rare legal ground.
That's right, Lester. Carol's case is actually among the first to go to trial using a new law that gives survivors of sexual assault a window to file civil suits, even when the statute of limitations has long since passed. Now, many have filed claims under this new law, none, obviously, with a verdict quite like this, Lester.
Laura Jarrett. Laura, thanks very much. For more now, I'm joined by legal analyst Danny Savalas. Danny, let's talk about that deposition for a moment. Clearly wasn't helpful to the former president. Is that an issue for lawyers going forward as he faces potential other legal cases?
Yes, the lesson to be learned is that if you get Trump into a deposition, he might stay on script for a little while, but sooner or later he veers into improv, and improv is bad for him. For example, saying that the plaintiff in this case was not his type had nothing to do with any kind of defense. It only hurt him in the end. And in addition, defending the Access Hollywood tape instead of distancing himself from it also didn't help. All that evidence created by Trump himself, it had nothing to do with the case in chief. It was something that the plaintiff used liberally in her closing argument, and it worked.
All right, Danny Savalas, thank you.
That Trump, I mean, listen, that man is so, he's so reckless, dude. He said the past million years women have been wanting to be grabbed by the pee, fortunately or unfortunately. Like, this guy, and I hate to laugh at this, but his ego is like the size of Mars. Like, man, that dude cracks me up, and I know it's so inappropriate, but it's funny. I can't. It's stupid, man. I'm sorry. Okay. So Fort Hood has changed their name. I used to be stationed there. It is now Fort Cavazos. I'm going to have to ask somebody how to pronounce that. In honor of Richard Cavazos, a Texas-born decorated war veteran who is the U.S. Army's first Latino 4-star general and first Latino brigadier general. So they changed the name. Robert De Niro, 79 years old, just had a baby. Is that why he got a divorce? This is his 7th child. Robert De Niro is still out here dipping it and doing it. I mean, somebody will bounce on Robert De Niro for a check, right? That is wild. Some older man shot and wounded a 14-year-old girl who was playing hide and seek on his property. Listen, y'all gotta watch out, kids, because I used to, and my son is older now, but I used to tell him, like, people are so paranoid, you really can't be playing in the back of people's houses. I know it seems wrong, but it's true. Let's see what else we got here. I'm still laughing at Trump, man. That dude, he is so ridiculous. I cannot, like, why is he like the way he is? For real. I'm just looking at what else is going on. Real Housewife Kim Zolciak is divorcing her husband. They say that she's taking him for whatever little money he has left. Could they be gearing up for another return to Bravo? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of the same old with this Star News. Nothing exciting is happening. Let's see what the Redsters are talking about. What is the smallest crime you can commit? Grapes. Definitely grapes. Even though taking grapes from the grocery store, even though I haven't done it in a while, because I'm convinced everybody has uncurable germs. Let's see. Have you ever picked a bird feather you found and kept it? That's criminal. Who knew? Birds can't. Owning more than 6 dildos in the state of Texas. Wow. Who knew? I bet a lot of y'all could go to jail. Y'all want to call the police on some of y'all exes in Texas? There you go. Loitering is a crime for literally doing nothing. I don't really like loiterers. I don't even like people. I literally have a no soliciting sign on my door and people still come there, and I just be like, can they be arrested? Because I don't want anybody coming to my thing. Pee in a forest in my place is technically illegal. I peed in a forest, eating a singular grape. Yep. That's me. Used to be anyway. 71 and a 70. Some cops can be a-holes. There's a state where it's illegal to have ice cream cone in your backpack, but only on a Sunday. Stupid. Stealing a penny. Yeah, what if you did, like, run out of change? What's the first thing you do after sex? For me, pee. Duh. Tea and wash up. Get that soapy rag. Clean up, nap, and cuddle. Give a nice kiss on the cheek. Grab a towel for her, wipe her down. Tell her I love her. Well, she's gonna get an infection because she didn't pee. Wake up. Yeah, some of y'all gonna get some UTIs. Somehow just roll over. Find out why the kids had to pound on my flipping door. Kids do that, man. Smoke an imaginary cigarette. I love how some people are writing whole paragraphs about this. Somebody said pay. Deflate the doll. Cry. Sneak out of the barn. Some of y'all are too much. What's something that never fails to piss me off? I am a pet peeve queen, and that's a lot of them. Shoot, man. But pissing me off will piss me off. I don't like when people are like getting in your lane and they're texting and driving. That infuriates me. I do not like that. So that definitely pisses me off. Inconsiderate people. I just don't like when people just don't pay attention to their surroundings. Stepping into something with wet socks on. It's annoying, but not piss off worthy. Blocking grocery aisles. Yes. That is one of my pet peeves. Getting my head hit. I hit my head and body every day. So I almost have like a permanent lump in my leg from hitting it so much. Someone telling me I seem pissed off or stressed. Wow. People walk into my room and not closing the door when it was closed when they walked in. People failing to accept ownership of their actions or problems. People who don't use their signal lights at very important times. Blatant inconsideration, like just effing try just a little bit. Littering. I used to litter when I was younger, but I literally stopped. because I actually would have a guilty conscience. But when I was younger, when I was a kid, I didn't care about the environment. Yeah, I can go on and on about these Reddits, but I got some story time for y'all, so let's get into that. Let's see what I got.
Something that you never told your ex.
I fucked his father.
Say that again.
I fucked his father.
You little Rodney, son?
Why you do that?
He's just hot for an old man.
But that's his father.
The tall one. You want to come here?
Oh, you got no detail. No details. Who you think cheat more, females or males?
Females.
For real? Why is that?
It's a bunch of niggas out here that need to be fucked.
That's about right. That's about right. Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah, that's your honest. Thank you.
Yep. Ladies, get your STD checks, because these dudes is out here wilding.
Hello? Hello? Y'all, it's a very sad time right now. I don't know if y'all heard the shocking news, and I'm going to try to continue to pray, y'all. But it's being reported, y'all, that Kim Zolciak Biermann and her wonderful husband, Troy, I should say Croy Biermann, y'all, are filing for divorce. It is so sad, y'all. Oh, my God, honey. Why would Kim leave this man, honey? This man stood by her side, honey, when she was kicked off of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, honey, she got a little money. They $1.5 million, honey, owe the tax man and stuff. And now this woman, honey, oh, I tell you, y'all better watch it, these women y'all marry men, honey, because these women will kick your asses when you're down, baby. But, baby, Miss, honey, oh, my God, honey, Kim is leaving Croy, y'all, so we got to pray, Lord, everybody getting a divorce now. She says the marriage is irretrievably broken. I love those words, baby. The girls love those words, honey. Everybody using those words, honey, in those marriages, honey. They're saying irretrievably broken. So that means, honey, her and Croy are not going to get back together again. Now, she got all them damn babies for him. When he was a football player, she loved him and stayed with him all those years. Now they broke, honey. She said bye. So I promise you, she probably go back to Big Papa, honey. She gonna go on back to Big Papa, and Croy got to raise all them babies. She said she wants child support. And she said, honey, that she wants her maiden name back. She wants her name retrieved back. She want to come back as Kim Zolciak. So that's a sad time. Oh, my God, y'all. It's sad. I mean, what is the world coming to?
Okay, because we're not going to go on and on about this. But, yeah, Kimmy, she was interesting. I can see her wanting to be back on TV. Croy seemed like he wanted to live a normal life. So I'm sure she'll be back on a TV show soon.
Kathleen Steele was on a reality TV show telling the world that this is what it was like to be pregnant with her first child at 55. That's actually what the show was about. Tonight, she's charged in the death of her 13-day-old baby girl. That girl dying at the hands of her 6-year-old son. And the manner how is really tough to listen to. Evan Axelbank, North Reddington Beach, where the baby was killed today. Evan, we don't know what to make of this story.
Well, we don't. And Mark, the mother didn't even go straight to the hospital when she found out that her 13-year-old daughter had been beaten by her 6-year-old son. It happened right here in a van outside of this cell phone store. Her 6-year-old beat his baby sister while the mother was in this store getting her cell phone fixed. Kathleen Steele was so proud of being artificially inseminated and having kids later in life.
I was going to try no matter what.
That she went on a reality TV show on TLC.
We've been trying too long and lost too many. So you're sort of in denial.
6 years later, she'd had 3 babies, 2 of them with her dead husband's frozen sperm. Her third came July 26th. Baby Kathleen.
By numerous witness accounts, Kathleen Steele was an inattentive parent, and Frankie and Philip were largely unsupervised and had very serious behavior issues.
On Monday, Steele took her 3 kids, 6-year-old Frankie, 3-year-old Philip, and baby Kathleen to a cell phone store to fix a cracked screen. For 38 minutes, the children were left inside the minivan, locked in by themselves. The baby started crying, and Frankie took her out of the car seat.
And began flipping her multiple times back and forth, dropping her on the floor, slamming her head against the ceiling, striking her in the face.
The baby's skull was cracked in multiple places.
One of the worst things that I've ever seen.
When Steele came back to the car, Frankie told her the baby was serious, but she continued on about her errands for several hours. Not until they got home did she ask about the baby. She finally called a neighbor, who called 911. The sheriff is left to wonder why a woman who seemed so set on having children seemed to care for them as little as possible. He had words for the doctor who artificially inseminated her.
You're not a medical professional if you're going to impregnate a 62-year-old woman.
He said there were signs that Steele had little grip on reality.
Steele even made statements in the last couple of days that she was not finished, as apparently there's more frozen sperm and she wanted to have yet another baby boy. Something is seriously messed up with that.
And the sheriff could not immediately identify the doctor who he said was based in New York City. The son is a 6-year-old at Lakewood Elementary. He and his brother have been placed in separate therapeutic foster homes. He told deputies sometimes the 6-year-old did. He said sometimes people make bad mistakes. And Mark, I want to clarify something I said in the intro there. I said 13-year-old. Of course, it was 13 days old. That speaks to how rarely we use these kinds of time references in stories like these.
No doubt about it. And I know it's a difficult question to answer, but I'm sure it's on a lot of people's minds. What in the world happens to this 6-year-old boy? What kind of therapy is he going to be required to have for many, many years?
Well, and Mark, the sheriff said that he has already been identified as having severe behavioral problems. These are problems that have persisted over the last several years. And the sheriff said that the 3-year-old and 6-year-old were, quote, running amok.
Evan Axelbank on a tough one tonight. Evan, thanks very much. You know, the sheriff also admitted that Child Protective investigators had received 2 phone calls from the child abuse hotline that Steele's kids were not being supervised. And the first came after a fall from a car seat left baby Kathleen with a brain bleed. Now, Steele explained that it was a mistake, that she forgot to strap her in as they were walking. Investigators responded to the hospital and said there was nothing to act on. Well, then an anonymous call came several days later that led investigators to their home. The sheriff says they found no evidence to support the concerned caller's claim.
Our child protection investigator and our child protection investigation division did everything right. In the past, I've been very straightforward with you when that hasn't happened. And if it was the case and there were any issues, I would tell you. But here we did it right.
Yeah, Sheriff Galtieri also told us today that she canceled a follow-up appointment and rescheduled it for Wednesday.
These doctors love to play God in a way, and yeah, I mean, just the whole story's crazy.
Where did this boy come from? I've already explained what's going on. He's staying here now. It is what it is.
I'm not taking in no child that's not mine that I didn't know about.
You're not taking in no child. We're married.
I don't know this little boy. We married, but when did this happen?
I want to get to know him. I'm trying to tell you, he's here now.
I don't even know that's something I want to do. Why would I want to get to know a child? He 11. That little boy ain't gonna listen to me no way.
How you know that? Listen, we've been together for 13 years. Something has went down, and I have to get my son. It is what it is. You got to stay here now. You have to.
No, this too soon. I don't think I can handle this. I don't think that. No, this ain't right. This ain't right.
What's not right about it?
Everything ain't right. We've been together 13 years. Who is your mama, baby? Who is his mom? Who the mama?
It doesn't matter. You
it does matter. This happened when we was together. We had our issues throughout these years. Yeah, but I need to know who the mama is.
I never told you for a reason though.
What's the reason? You don't keep a child from nobody.
You didn't want kids. You didn't want nobody with kids. So I didn't want to mess up nothing. But now I have to put, you know what I'm saying?
The baby 11. We got together 13 years ago. So what you just went and had a baby with somebody else?
No, it ain't nothing like that.
Oh, it's just like that. The boy is 11.
Listen, we took a break, right?
Yeah.
All right then. So things happened, and now he's here.
The break was only for a week. So you mean to tell me in that week that we took that break that you went and got somebody?
I'm trying to tell you, but listen, we need to focus.
So why didn't you tell me? I'm not taking in no child in my room.
I didn't tell you.
Because I didn't want a child. The boy is 11. That's not a good excuse.
Okay,
I don't take
now
that.
We here.
Okay, and we here, and now you about to be gone.
Oh, really?
Very really. Yeah, we can cut. I mean, I don't want to do this.
So you rather go through a whole divorce than taking my son?
This too much for me. This too soon. It's too much. He too old. This too much.
He's 11 years old.
It's too much. And we 13 years in, and I'm just supposed to bring in some 11-year-old child.
We can work at it. You can be a stepmom, can't you? Like I'm saying, like you married. That's what comes with it.
I don't know if I can work at this. This
What you
ain't it.
mean?
Nah, ain't what you mean is what I'm gonna do, and I mean how it's gonna be.
All that through health and sickness, all that shit matter right now. What I'm trying to tell you. Now your vows matter right now. This is the time they matter. You understand that, right?
Nah, this too much.
How?
It's too much. I can't take this. It's a whole child. I already got children of my own with you, and you want me to bring in a child that's not mine, that's yours, that you kept from me?
So you want to throw away 13 years?
Yeah, we gonna have to throw this away. This too much. It's not for me. You handle your son. Do what you gotta do. Be a man. All that.
I'm gonna handle what I gotta
all that, but just do that. Do that without me.
I gotta choose.
Do that without me. You have to do that without me.
So that's it. You're not trying to discuss it no more. You ain't trying to figure out.
He ain't got no other family. What the rest of the family?
I'm his family.
Okay, but he probably got grandma. Yeah, and we got our family. He not my family. I don't know this boy. I don't know nothing about the boy.
Extension of your family. Like we're together.
So let me ask you something. So you just been, how long you known that you had this son?
Listen.
Since he was 11? You know him since the beginning?
Listen, we can talk
you know him since the beginning?
Camera off on like
I'm not turning on camera off nothing. I'm not turning on because my business. My business. I'm gonna be looking at this.
So you saying? So all you saying?
I need this for the courts.
You rather us got? You know what I'm saying? Continue this marriage? Oh, because I have a son.
He's 11.
So what?
You kept. If you can keep alive for 11 years, then you lie about anything.
It wasn't a lie.
That is a lie. Not telling me is a lie.
You didn't ask me.
I don't have to ask you. We married, remember?
Listen. Things happened, and I didn't feel like you was ready for all that. So it is what it is.
Who are you to tell me what I'm ready for?
Look how you acting now.
Exactly. So if you would have told me sooner, I might have not reacted in this way.
I might not react that way. How that make sense?
What you mean how that makes sense? I would have known sooner while he was a child, and I would have been like, oh, okay, this happened. I might be mad for the minute. So, it happened when we weren't together.
You doing all this. We're 13 years and you doing all this because I brought my son home.
You brought an 11-year-old son home.
So if he was a baby, it'd be different.
It might have been different. We wasn't together when it so-called happened. So it might have been. You don't know because you didn't ask. You kept it a secret.
But he's my son. He has to be here. Do you understand?
Okay, well, and then like I said, handle that. I don't want no parts of it. I'm sorry, baby. You seem like you're probably a little sweet, baby, but I don't want no parts of this. Okay, I'm sorry what happened to your mama. But you foul. This is foul.
That's you know what? It's all good. Come on, man.
It's a mouth. Yeah, it is. It is all good. Y'all can go. Y'all can go. And now I'm not. Y'all can go. You're right.
I brought my son home. You gonna throw in 13 years.
13 years. We'll talk about it when we get with the lawyers.
Why can't you be an adult about it?
I'm being an adult. This is an adult decision.
Wow. Come on.
Well, yeah. Bye. Bye.
That's wild. You wild.
No, you wild. You wild.
All because I brought my son.
You heard what I said.
I'm saying, who you recording for though?
For the court, because we're gonna get into the divorce.
It's okay.
For the court, thank you.
Have
a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Why are you coming all outside?
Because I can. Bye. Goodbye.
For what?
Goodbye. I'm just seeing y'all off.
I brought my son home. With my wife, and you like, oh no.
I'm just seeing y'all off. Goodbye.
Seeing us off.
Yes. Goodbye. I know it is. It's all good. This is crazy. I ain't never had it. It's crazy. 13 years and a boy he come from nowhere.
This is the first time me and my wife. You come here and you just acting all belligerent for what?
What do you mean for what?
Okay. I feel like this is really fake, but it's really stupid. Yeah. Let me get y'all some detox. I need a detox after listening to that mess.
Detox. So I love detox baths. They take care of radiation poisoning. They take care of pesticides. They take care of heavy metals, all kinds of things, even some parasites. So if you got a bathtub, someone's got a bathtub, that's the easiest, fastest way. Good old baking soda. So 1 or 2 cups of baking soda, 1 or 2 cups of Epsom salts in there. That already is a wonderful radiation detox. It gets fungus, yeast out of your body as well. You add a little bit of bentonite clay. Aztec Secret is a wonderful brand, 1/2 to 1 cup. Now you've also got a major pull of poison coming out. You add in 1 cup of borax, that laundry detergent. That'll take nanotechnology out of you. You scrub down, 20 minutes, as hot as you tolerate it, right? I'm just getting a new website started, carriemade.com, MADEJ. I'll put all the detoxes, everything I do is for free.
Okay, in the hottest water you can take it and you scrub down. That baking soda, I can taste it in my mouth, brushing in my teeth with it. Yeah, guys, what a crazy stories and things that I still can't get over Trump. This could be our president again. I don't know. It's kind of what we deserve. Is it in yet? Is signing off. You guys have an amazing night. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.